And at 9 a.m. on this Friday morning, welcome to the weekend. And it's time for Open Mic Radio. We'll be back in just a few minutes. There's one from Paul Weber and the Scrappers called Don't Call Me.
Call me on your cell phone when you're riding around in your automobile. Don't push that button to call me when you're operating a motor vehicle. Come slung in a hammock, smiling ear to ear between the trees. Don't call me on your landline when you're sitting in your prison cell. Don't call me on your landline when you're working retail sales. Call me when you're snowblind in the coldest winter of your mind. I'm waiting for the day when the power goes out, and maybe then we'll find something to talk about. Hey. Power goes out, and maybe then find something to talk about.
All right, there you go. That's a way to start this Friday off. That's one from Paul Weber and the Scrappers. That one is called Don't Call Me, from their album of the title, Paul Weber and the Scrappers. It was released in late 2017. Great record. And we had Dave Durnley here last week, as a matter of fact, one of the members of that band. And there's new material coming from Paul and the Scrappers here sometime soon. All right, it's Mike, and it's Friday morning, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio. And it's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here with you this morning. Friday, February the 22nd, 2019. Nice morning. Enjoy it while it lasts. Looks like rain this afternoon, but pretty nice probably for the rest of the weekend, it looks like. So we'll see. Anyway, all right, good to be with you this morning. Hope things are going well for you. Just going to be you and me this morning. My guest, I had a planned guest, Nick Gorham, the bassist for the John Galbraith 3, among other positions in the music scene here in Columbia. He was not able to make it, though. You know, we'll get him here. We'll get him here soon. Just unavoidable stuff sometimes, as you know. All right. Anyhow, I got some stuff to play and a few things to chat about. Never know who might drop by. Doors are open. I'm going to open the phone lines as well. So here's your chance if you want to call in and say hi. The number here, 573-443-7380, and also 573-443-8255. If you give me a call, I'll get you on the air here, okay? All right, thanks always to the awesome Dave Durnley for coming down last week. Fun conversation, and like I said, looking forward to new stuff from Paul Weber and the Scrappers. Those guys are playing Cafe Berlin tonight. That's probably going to be a great show, playing with Pat Reedy. Wow. Lots going, actually, so we'll talk about that in a bit. But let's play some more music. We've got plenty of time this morning for some music. So we're going to do one, actually, by Pat Reedy. If you're not familiar with Pat Reedy and the Longtime Garners, here is one from them. They'll be playing tonight, along with Paul Weber and the Scrappers at Cafe Berlin. All right, it's Mike. You're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN. And let's see, we can check this one out from Pat Reedy. This one's called Nashville, Tennessee at 3 a.m.
They say hindsight's 20/20. You know that ain't always quite the case. When you had the chance to think about it plenty, and you still squint to see the daylight from the drain. Does it look a little south of what you planned on? 'Cause everything looks north from where I've been. You don't have to be as tough as you act with me. You don't have to try to understand. And they're cleaning up the bars down on Broadway. The tourists have gone back from where they came. And you could be anywhere, but you're standing right in Nashville, Tennessee at 3 a.m. Just wander back to Sublette County, and they got nobody waiting for me there. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, honey. Sometimes I just don't know how to care. There's a few things that you'll learn in this city, some that might just stick there in your craw. Everyone's an outlaw until the cocaine wears off. The only thing that's cheap in these bars is talk. And they're cleaning up the bars down on Broadway. And the tourists have gone back from where they came. And you could be anywhere, but you're standing right in Nashville, Tennessee at 3 a.m. And they're cleaning up the bars down Broadway. And the tourists have gone back from where they came. And you could be anywhere, but you're standing right in Nashville, Tennessee, yeah. And you could be anywhere, but you're standing right with me in Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah, nice one there from Mr. Pat Reedy. You can catch more of that music tonight at Cafe Berlin. They'll be playing along with Paul Weber and the Scrappers. I'm sorry I'm not going to be in town. I'm heading to Chicago a little bit later this morning, and I'm very sad to say that I will not be at that show tonight. Anyway, all right, it's Mike, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio. It's Friday, the 22nd of February, 2019. And the phone number here, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380. Feel free to give me a call if you like. I would say that my email address is mikehagan@mikehagan.com. If you want to get a hold of me, or if you want to send me some music, or if you want to give me some advice, or maybe introduce me to some music that I'm not familiar with, you can do that on the web at mikehagan.com, or just send me an email at mikehagan, MikeHagan, at mikehagan.com. All right, in a little bit, we're going to do a rundown of some stuff that's happening around town, but I'm going to stick with the music here for a while. I might have a guest. I think Justin might be coming down. Justin Hickerson plays the drums for the Scrappers and for the Ridgerunners and for the Daves sometimes, and he's involved in a bunch of projects around town. So if we can get Justin in here, we'll do that and talk with him in a little bit. In the meantime, let's play one here from Todd Day Wait. This was recorded, I don't know, sometime last year on this program. One of my favorite songs that we had all last year. It's called Early Morning Blues. Once again, Todd Day Wait, and you're listening to it here on Open Mic Radio.
I got the early morning blues, got the early morning blues. Hey, I got 'em in my head from the things she said. Lord, that don't give you them early morning blues. Hey, she told me this, she told me that, told me that she loved me right out flat. Then she changed her plan. Hey, she needs a new man. Oh, Lord, that don't give you them on the morning blues. Well, she got a new one, boy, you know that's true. She's holding him now, she ain't holding you. You know what they're doing now. Hey, you know what they're doing now. Lord, that don't give you them on the morning blues. I'll tell them that. Missing me, she ain't a missing nothing. She's getting plenty, a new guy hugging. You know what they're doing now. They ain't hugging, folks. Oh, you know what they're doing now. Oh, Lord, they don't give you them on the morning blues. What else now? Is he sweeter than me? Pure cane sugar. Better than me? A darn good cooker. Todd, you're like grits. The new boys like sweet tea. Oh, Lord, that don't give you them on the morning blues. I'll tell them I got the early morning blues. Yes, the early morning blues. Yeah, I got 'em in my head from the things she said. Lord, that don't give you that morning blues.
I'm not traveling to Mars. Here on Earth is home, not out among the stars. Her memory like tattoos when I think. I let her put her mark on me, permanent like ink. Had my time upon the stage. Curtain rose, I took my cue and I read from the wrong page. I've always had a tendency to drift. Time now slows me down, my mind and fingers stiff. But my old truck's in the driveway and I got money for some gas. I know I can't go anywhere but back into the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through its veins. And an age of flying off to space, I'm an old coal-burning train. When I wake, the morning's cool, and I wasted writing poetry like all the other fools. So I shiver in the dew, waiting for the sun to warm me like she used to do. But my old truck's in the driveway and I got money for some gas. I know I can't go anywhere but back into the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through its veins. In an age of flying off to space, I'm an old coal-burning train. The track is grown up now in weeds. The men who drove the spikes are dead and time forgot their deeds. Roundhouse at the end of the line. Well, it's gone, the train can't turn around and go back into its time. But my old truck's in the driveway with a half a tank of gas. I got money in my pocket and I'm running from the past. Life is for the living, fresh blood coursing through its veins. In an age of flying off to space, I'm an old coal-burning train.
Back Missouri way. There's a little girl there, she used to care. I got to get back Missouri way. Oh, I did stray all the way down to Arkansas. Oh, I long for the day when I can sway in my baby's arms. Northbound train burn down the old floodplain till I'm back Missouri way. Got to get back Missouri way. There's a little girl there, she used to care. I got to get back Missouri way. Oh, I did stray all the way down to Tennessee. Oh, I got to get back to my baby. I'm gonna have a northbound freight. Tell my baby I just can't wait till I'm back Missouri way. Oh, I got to get back Missouri way.
All right, back Missouri way. There you go. And you're back to Open Mic Radio here on KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. And I got my friend Justin Hickerson that just walked in the door. I'm going to say hi to Justin.
Hey there.
How you doing, brother?
Not bad. How are you?
Pretty good. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's Justin was asking when that was recorded, and that's an old Tim Carey song that he actually recorded here in the studio sometime last year. But they're playing tonight as well, and you play with both the Scrappers and the Ridgerunners. Tell me a little bit about what's happening tonight. You're going to be running around, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I'll be on that little corner, Cafe Berlin and Moja Rose.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm playing with Paul Weber and the Scrappers. We're opening up for Pat Reedy.
I just played a Reedy song. I love him.
Oh, man, cool. So you're on it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great show. We're good friends with Pat, and we always like when he comes into town. So that's going to be fun. I think Paul, I can't confirm this 100%, but I think they might be having food from his farm.
Yeah, they like to do that, yeah.
So there's going to be food, maybe tacos. I'm not certain.
Okay.
I cannot confirm, but it's definitely been talked about, and I know it's something Paul was wanting to do. So.
And that's at Cafe Berlin.
That's at Cafe Berlin. That'll kick off around 8 p.m. And around the same time, Cash Bash over at Rose Music Hall will also be kicking off. And once I'm done with the Scrappers, I'll be jumping over to play drums for Tim Carey at the Cash Bash. We're playing first at Cafe Berlin and last over at Rose.
Oh,
so,
perfect. Okay.
So I get a little double dipping this week.
All right. So let's mention that actually at Rose tonight, Rose Music Hall, of course, over there on Park Avenue. The Cash Bash is a tribute to the Man in Black, Johnny Cash, and that will feature among Tim Carey and the Ridgerunners. You'll also, I don't know if it's actually the Ridgerunners or we just calling it Tim.
I think it's on the event page. It's just listed as Tim Carey.
Okay.
We are not the full Ridgerunners. It'll just be me and Tim
just
and Josh on the bass.
All right, okay. All right, so anyway, those guys along with the Harms Family Band, the Widowmakers, and the Barroom Billies. That'll be a lot of fun tonight at Rose Cash Bash 2019. Let's see, in the meantime, might as well look at the Blue Note. Tonight at the Blue Note, we've got the Cherry Pistols Tribute to Classic FM. Okay. I don't know. I think they're just spinning records or tapes or CDs or whatever there tonight. Tomorrow you've got the K Brothers. That's supposed to be a big show down at the Blue Note. They're also playing with the Mighty Pines, a couple of great bands.
Mighty Pines are awesome.
Yeah, I saw them at Roots and Blues in September. They were awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where are they from? Are they Missouri band?
They're St. Louis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, a lot of... I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure everyone in that band sits in with Sean Cannon doing the
Falling Fences, or which one of their projects?
No, whenever they do, man, the Last Waltz, when they do that down here, I'm pretty sure all of the Mighty Pines are up there. For
all right, that's a huge production. They did earlier or last year sometime, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've done it.
But those.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah, but those guys are awesome. They're really good.
All right, so tomorrow night, great music this weekend. Wow. K Brothers and the Mighty Pines, along with the Bernie Sisters, will be opening, I think. And I think they're releasing a video that night. They just produced and made a video for a song called Cumberland Gap. I think that's being released tonight. So, all right, or tomorrow, I guess. So that's tomorrow at the Blue Note. I was hoping to see some happy hour music tonight at Rose, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything live for happy hour, at least. Tomorrow night at Rose, you've got the Missouri Bass Fest, and that features Section 8, Pollux, Lucid, Sound Effects, B2B, and OC. And if you're into that, I suppose you can dig it. Let's see, what else? Sunday, February 24th, Mipso and Blue Jay. That's at Rose. I'm not familiar with that. Justin, holler if you know any of these guys. Mipso? Okay, I didn't think so. I keep thinking it's like a...
They're not from Columbia, man.
Thinking maybe they did okay. Let's see. So the Blue Note, we talked about that tonight and tomorrow. There's a show Sunday, Boozy Badass at the Blue Note. Apparently that's some hip-hop stuff, I'm guessing. Foreign Folks, Cartel Kells, and Nasty Guap. God, the names just kill me these days, man. I love it. All right, and big time tonight, though, if I were you, I would consider going to see Pat Reedy and Paul Weber and the Scrappers down there at Berlin. That's going to be a fantastic show. And let's see what's happening there tomorrow night. Decadent Nation with Skooma. That'll be a good show, too. Berlin's doing some great stuff.
Yeah, I really enjoy the shows they've been putting on the last couple of years.
Yeah, they come up with some stuff that's, a little bit on the obscure side, and you don't see it all the time. So,
yeah, well, yeah, it's nice that there's a spot that kind of specifically harbors kind of the more outside of the center,
Yeah, no doubt. All right, what about at the Roachport store? We've got the Sunny Show, and that's tonight. And then tomorrow, Vertical Mattress. Vertical Mattress. They're an old band. I haven't heard that one in a long time. They're like billed as like Columbia's greatest dad band, something like that.
And they're called Vertical Mattress.
Vertical Mattress. Yeah, and I haven't heard that. They were around a long time, but this is like a reunion show apparently, and that's at the Roachport store. That might be fun. That's tomorrow night at the Roachport General Store. I've been trying to let people know what's happening at Nash Vegas on Friday and Saturday, but
don't they only have cover bands?
I don't know, but I hate to say it. The last thing that they put on their website is like November of 2017. I'm trying to help you guys out, but it'd be nice if you let us know what's happening over there. Well, the Comancheros, which is sort of like a house band over there, right?
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They play there pretty often.
Okay,
and they're pretty tight, sort of country and. I don't know. They call themselves heavy and western, but they got kind of a cool
we played
sound.
with them a couple of times.
Is that right?
They're pretty. I like them.
Yeah,
they're fun.
I like them too.
I don't know how consistent their lineup is because they've had a couple different people playing with them the couple different times I've played with them. The last time we played with them, their drummer he had a stool and he'd be sitting down, but when they'd really start grinding and getting heavy, he'd stand up.
Really?
And it looked like Animal from the Muppets. And it was really, really, really fun to watch, actually. Awesome. Those guys are good.
I think we're going to listen to a song from them, as a matter of fact. Let's do that. Here's one from the Comancheros. This is from their most recent release. I think it's the only one they've ever actually recorded. It's called Heavy and Western, and this one's called Time Machine. And I'll be back with Dusty here in a minute, and we'll talk a little bit more. It's Mike. You're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. Stick around. We got Speaking of the Arts at 10 o'clock, and I'm not sure what happens after that.
When the world stops making sense and you don't feel much at home, you just head across that old mill bridge and ride on up the road. Now I've got a secret that nobody knows, a little one-way ticket to where them corn stairs go. Now let's go and take a ride in my time machine. I got 4 wheels and a tape deck and a full tank of gasoline. Let's slip away together, just you and me. Oh, let's go and take a ride in my time machine. Now she's got a bench seat if you'd like to ride. We can live like it was yesterday and the good times never die. Now we've got a secret and it's our own little thing, running that rusty Ford and hearing them tires sing. Let's go and take a ride in my time machine. I got 4 wheels and a tape deck and a full tank of gasoline. Let's slip away together, just you and me. Oh, let's go and take a ride in my time machine. this daily grind before there's nothing left for the Lord or you to find. Yeah. Let's go and take a ride in my time machine. I got 4 wheels and a tape deck and a full tank of gasoline. Let's slip away together, just you and me. Oh, let's go and take a ride in my time machine.
Yeah, there's one rocking from the Comancheros. That's from their record called Heavy and Western. Local guys making some rock and country music here. And yeah, like Justin and I were just talking about, they recently signed a deal with Gibson Guitars or something, and they're doing pretty well out there. So lots of great stuff from the mid-Missouri area. Great music. The Hoot and Hollers, just back from their tour with the Dead South in the UK, right, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
Looked like they were just killing it.
Looked like they were killing it.
Incredible photos that were being transmitted from across the ocean there. But Diana, what's it like seeing a show? I'm going to bring my friend Diana Moxon in real fast. What's it like seeing shows in London, for example? Is there a place that you have that's like a favorite venue of yours, or have you ever been?
I have not lived in London for almost 20 years, and no, I don't know. I don't remember where I used to go. I wasn't really a live music person. I was more of a disco girl.
You saw,
really?
Yeah, she loves ABBA. It's her favorite band.
I was a club girl.
Did you ever see ABBA live?
No, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh my god!
Yeah, they split up when I was still pretty little, and I think I don't think they've ever reformed. Agneta is a kind of recluse, and I think the amount of fame that they had was just so overwhelming to them in that short period of time in the 70s that they kind of disappeared, or the girls disappeared from view. Agneta certainly
That's
did.
amazing. It's one of the few bands that didn't have like a reunion tour or something like that. Everybody else, it seems like, did it, you know?
They're probably still making so much money just sitting at home. They don't need to come out and do a reunion
They just go
tour.
out to the mailbox every day. Hello, check.
Right.
Go back in and watch the Flintstones or something. I don't know.
But yeah, if they reformed, I'd go and see them.
I'm sure you would.
I really want to go to the ABBA Museum in Stockholm.
There is one?
Yep.
There's an ABBA museum.
Opened about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, it's supposed
That's
to be
the goal
awesome.
if you're a musician. You want a museum. You want the Paul Weber and the Scrappers Memorial Museum.
Just be a bunch of heaps of junk.
Yeah, there's a
couple dogs running around.
Wow. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So our friends John, Kelly, and Andy just back from Europe, and it looked like they had a great time. I'm going to try to drag Johnny down here next week and see if he'll tell us a little bit about what happened. If you're listening, Randall, he's probably not. He's probably sleeping, but I'm going to try to get him down here next week. So, Justin, tell me a little bit about your musical background. You're a great drummer, and most people know you, I guess, from playing the drums around town with the Scrappers and with the Ridgerunners. But do you play other instruments as well?
Yes, I play the guitar and plunk on the piano and know my way around the banjo a little bit.
Really?
But drums is definitely my forte. I started playing when I was probably 10 and went all through school with it and had private lessons and whatnot.
Do you do some writing as well?
Yes, I do write my own songs. My drum responsibilities have substantially
increased
over the last 3 years, so I haven't really been playing out much with my own stuff, but most certainly when I'm at home, I practice just as much on the guitar in my own time and working on my own songs or learning other people's songs if there's a song that's stuck in my head.
Right.
So, I mean, I play the guitar.
Yeah, I'd like to hear
Very
you play
much.
some songs sometime. Maybe we'll have to plan on having you come down here sometime and do something other than tap on the drum.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. My phone's ringing, so I'll give the phone number out again. Here's your chance. We don't have a whole lot going on this morning, so if you want to give us a call, 573-443-8255 is the number here in the studio. You can say hi to me and Diana and Justin if you like. All right. What about other projects? So do you have anything else planned other than... you probably don't have a whole lot of time, like you're saying.
Like as far as shows go? Or
No, I mean like other projects other than the Scrappers and the Ridgerunners.
Yeah, I've actually got a project going on that we've been practicing every week for almost a whole year now. That consists of Marissa Wood and Russ and
Marissa can really sing.
She can. Basically, they were all in a band called the Meanwells, which was the three of them plus one other person who I can't remember who, and I feel bad for that. But they've kind of reformed a new project, and I've been sitting in on full-time drums. They all switch around instruments because they're all rather accomplished multi-instrumentalists as well. But I've been sitting back just as the drummer for each song. And it's been fun. And it's vastly different from the Scrappers or the Ridgerunners.
Really?
Even though it's not... we haven't been playing out yet, and we certainly will, but...
So what's the style?
It's different. There's a lot of dissonance and a lot of syncopation,
weird
and
counts and stuff
odd
like
counts
that.
And time signatures, stops and starts and offbeats, etc. So it's very, it's about as meticulous as say like I would be with the Scrappers, where everything is tight
technically
and
sort of
and
planned
and deliberate, but it's almost as loose with all the time changes and everything and things that I need to set up as far as those changes. It's kind of an adaptation of a very strict, rigorous, this is how the song goes, juxtaposed against kind of a free form, because it's still figuring stuff out.
Is it challenging?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's been a really, really, it's been very, man, I'm looking for the wrong word here. But I've had a lot of growth musically through just practicing with that band, even though we're not playing out yet.
Is there plans to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we got that to look forward to too. I'm interested to see what that might sound like. All right, what have you seen lately? Anything good?
It's just a bunch of snow, man. I work these snowstorms, and this is more snow than we've had in years.
I know, yeah.
So
it's been a rough winter.
That's about all I've been seeing lately, honestly.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break here, and we should read our PSAs. You want to help me out and do that one?
You want me to do this one?
Yeah, you can do that one, then I'll do this one.
All right.
All right.
Tune in to Penguin Tracks every Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time to learn how and when Jill Sheets will be giving away free tickets to Disney's DC Appella at Stifle Theatre in St. Louis on March 8th at 7 p.m. Tune in this Friday to learn more about the giveaway. You can listen online at www.kopn.org.
O-R-D. All right. Thank you there, Dustin. Also, you can check out the new KOPN Daily Online Auction at kopnauction.org. The KOPN Daily Auction Online is a fundraiser for the KOPN community and will provide all kinds of things ranging from awesome to outrageous. Mostly these will be things you can't get anywhere else, like most of the things we do here. Meals with local celebrities like Diana Moss. Did you realize you were doing that, Diana? No. Oh, pardon me. No, I guess not. You can imagine that Diana's sitting there with you, apparently. All right. Home concerts. I think I've got something going on with the Daves that we're going to do. And people shaving their heads, and goodness knows what else. You might want to check it out every day. Check the KOPN Daily Online Auction at kopnauction.org. A fun, easy way to support your local community radio station. All right, let's play a song here, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit more with Justin Hickerson. This one is Mercer and Johnson. These guys got a show coming up on the 8th of March, and they're going to be down here as well, Shannon and Brock. And I don't know if it's going to be the Missouri Monsters setup or if it's just going to be those two. Anyway, here's one from those guys that was recorded here about 6 months ago. This one is called Hard to Get Used To. It's Mike. You're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia.
back together. He had a wrong girl. Ain't it hard to get used to all the silly things you think and the nasty you do? Ain't it hard to get used to all the things that have gotten used to? Well, a hillbilly man in a Cadillac, between checking the oil, never coming back. Still half crazy after all these years. Still ain't afraid of what's in here. Ain't hard to get used to all the silly things you think and the nasty you do. Ain't hard to get used to all the things that have gotten used to you. You got people that just get by, make plans, just get high. See you around, yeah, see you real soon. Through the back when the glass lights swiftly fade from me. Ain't it hard to get used to all the silly things you think and the nasty you do? Ain't it hard to get used to all the things that have gotten used to? All the things that have gotten used to you.
I don't wanna hear from Cole or Chase or Luke. It's my ears, I think I'm gonna puke. I got nothing against old Stevie Ray, but you can hear that cat anywhere on any day. Give me community, I wanna hear it again. Turn your radio dial. KOPA. You know Spotify's gonna make me cry. Take a million plays, I'm still trying to get by, yeah, yeah. Don't matter who fits the suit, it matters who is speaking the truth. Yeah, yeah. Give me community, I'm gonna hear it again. Turn your radio dial to KOPA.
Yeah, there's a nice little ditty from the Daves. I appreciate that one. Written by Dave Angle a few months ago, maybe last year, maybe 6 months ago, whatever, but great stuff, and a very nice song about and for KOPN. Hey, Justin, you play a little bit with the Daves as well, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do.
What was that? We talked a little off the air, but what was that show like at Medici last week?
It was fun.
Yeah?
Dancing people.
You had a full Dave crew, huh?
Yeah, it was me and Dave and Dave and Dave. We had Tony Lodvin on saxophone. Tony Lodvin actually at that show took, and I'm not too picky on my saxophone solos, but was definitely my favorite saxophone solo.
Well, he can tear it up, man. Tony can really play when he gets going.
He held a sustained note one time for so long that we even started looking around at each other.
Thought he was hurt.
And then right before he wrapped it up, though, he actually got louder. He held for like almost a minute, it seemed like.
I don't know. Maybe he can do
great.
that circular breathing thing or something like that. I don't know how those guys do it, but it's amazing.
Can. We should ask him about that.
I don't know, man. He's a stud when it comes to those horns. So, all right. So the Daves, more great stuff. And I heard that was a great time down at Medici last weekend. What do you got coming up with them? Anything?
Off the top of my head,
no,
I don't know.
Yeah, they've always got something. I'm sure you probably hear about it the day before, though, right?
Close to. I usually get about a week's notice.
Oh, that's nice.
Some shows get farther out. Some are definitely hey, do you want to join us on Wednesday if you're available?
Right.
Sure.
Well, that's what's kind of cool about that setup anyway, is it can work with a number of different
very
people.
Moldable.
For sure, yeah. All right, so let's see what's on my list here. Spring, upcoming. You are recording new material with Paul Weber and the Scrappers, right?
It's true.
Talk a little bit about that, please.
It's been, we hold away for about 2 weekends out at Dave Durnley's little cabin out there. And basically just cut all the tracks. I think we're going to have people come in and play on top of the recordings. Maybe have like John Randall come in and plug in a guitar solo.
Have some guests come in and lay some stuff on top.
Do some stuff on top of it. But it's been good. The newer songs that are on the album, I like that it's the same formula and it sounds like the same band. But the songs are pretty different. It's going to be a different album than the previous album.
Well, I told Dave when he was here last week, and I've told Paul many times, I was such a fan of that first record. I think it's a really good record. And when I talked to Paul about it, he's like, yeah, we kind of threw it together. The first one didn't really get as much of his time and effort, I don't think, as this one perhaps could have.
I think there's some truth to that. We were still a relatively new band when we took to cutting that album.
I think that's what he was referring to.
That was one of the first things we had done as a band. So,
I think the band's a lot tighter now than it was back then. I mean, I say that just from seeing you guys.
I would agree. Thank you.
Yeah.
But a lot of those songs, we were kind of still learning them as we were recording them, and we recorded the whole thing live. There wasn't like a drum track, and then we had to get the perfect cut from start to finish, and we had been a band for like 4 months, so
right.
So there wasn't a frustrating ordeal. It was just the product. I agree sounded nice. Just this is going to be a different album.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it because that first record was great, and Paul's a great writer, and you've got a lot of great people collaborating. So I think it sounds like it's going to be good. So we'll look forward to that coming up. What else do I have here? If you want to find these guys on the web, just look for them. It's not that hard these days. I'm not going to give you all the rundown. We talked about what's happening at Rose, the Blue Note. Nick Gorham, I'm sorry we couldn't see Nick today. We'll get him in the next couple of weeks. Loose, the band that was here a couple of weeks ago, they today, I think, is the actual release of their new record, and I think I'm going to play a song from Loose here.
Are they playing at True False?
I bet you they are.
I think they are playing with the River Arkansas.
Really?
Who are some friends of ours from Colorado Springs, and they are fantastic. And if I can, I will definitely be at that show.
All right. And that's
at Logboat.
Man, they've got people playing all over the place, huh? I love it. And like you say, Diane, it's just like all over, All right, so the new EP from Loose Loose is called Sanguine, or Sanguine. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that, but anyway, this is a song that's called Feel the Love. We'll come back and chat just a little bit more before we head on out of here, and stick around. In 10 minutes you have Speaking of the Arts with the lovely Diana Moxon. I take it back, it's the Leaking of the Arcs, and we'll have her at 10 o'clock here. And in the meantime, once again, this is Loose Loose.
Trying to make a living. We focus on material, but really don't do religion. Superstition, don't listen to a higher vision. Seeming that it's something that you got that I've been missing. Oh, what is it? I can hear it in my mind. I feel it surging through my bones. I can sense it with my eyes. I feel it feeling deep inside my soul. So vividly, clearly rebuking the hate, rebuking the lies, erasing the struggle, embracing the trials. I come with the joy. I see that it's mine. I think that it's time. But we realize, get out of our pride. Renew the mind and get why you fearing love. What you so afraid of? Ain't it real enough? Walking around on empty, let me fill you up. You know just what you need. Let go and feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the love, the love, the love. Feel the love, the love, the love. What are you so afraid of? Feel the love, the love. Passion, purpose, possibility, keep it popping with preparation. Keep the hostility holding us hostage. Creations of our own doctrine, praying for options, the essence of Eden. In the garden, the plastic of seeds exceeds abundantly. What we asking to think of, forgetting, feeling the failure. Falling the sickest, and we believing that we fighting the feeling, fighting the fight, worth fighting for. We can fight the feeling of falling in line and living a lie. We can fight to live in the light, the way and the truth, the light. I can hear it in my mind, feel it surging through my bones. I can sense it with my eyes, I feel it feeling deep inside my soul. So vividly, clearly rebuking the hate, rebuking the lies, embracing the struggle, embracing the trials. I find the joy, I see that it's mine, I think that it's time, but we realize, get out of our pride. We need the mind to get why we fearing love. What you so afraid of? Ain't it real enough? Walking around on empty, let me fill you up. You know just what you need, let go and feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the love, the love, the love. Feel the love, the love, the love. What are you so afraid of? Feel the love, the love. Yeah. Feel that up. Touchy feeling, let me feel that up. Half empty glass, fill that cup. So contagious when you feel that love. Feel that up. Touchy feeling, let me feel that up. Half full, let me feel that up. This is feel that. We believing that we fighting and feeling, fighting the fight. We're fighting for like you more, I am more. To proceed and loving and leading, rather than more than the reason for a season we excited for. The light is so vividly, clearly rebuking the hate, loving the love, lullaby. This is really a pity with a hole in the no limit cold when it blowing so loudly. I can hear it in my mind, feel it surging through my bones. I can sense it with my eyes, I feel it feeling deep inside my soul. So vividly, clearly rebuking the hate, rebuking the lies, embracing the struggle, embracing the trials. I come to the joy, I see that it's mine, I think that it's time. I be realized, get out of my breath, feel the mind again, why we feel love. What you so afraid of, ain't it real enough? Walking around on empty, let me fill you up. You know just what you need, let go and feel the love. Feel the love. Why you feel love? What you so afraid of, ain't it real enough? Walking around on empty, let me fill you up. You know just what you need, let go and feel the love. Feel the love.
Yeah, there you go. That's Loose Loose from their new EP that was just released today, as a matter of fact. It's called Sanguine, and that was called Feel the Love. You can find them out and about, and if you get a chance to see them live, they are very much fun. All right, it's Mike, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio. We got just a few minutes left here. I will say, come on back next week. I'm going to try to drag John Randall down here, and we'll talk about the Hoot and Hollers tour.
Guy owes me $20.
Does he still owe you that? I just want to get a piece of gum from him. Anyway, we can catch up with you then, and in the meantime, say thank you to Justin for coming down. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Have a great time tonight. I'm sorry I can't be there.
Well, have a great time in Chicago. Tell
right,
your mom happy birthday from
Sounds
all
good.
of us in Columbia.
Speaking of that, I will say hello to friends and family out there. Somebody called a minute ago, and I'm sorry I blew it. Anyway, if you want to try to call back, you're welcome to, although we don't have a whole lot of time. Wayne, thank you for the tip on London. Yeah, so if you want to go see a show in London, what you want to do is go to a little venue that's called the Lyceum Club in Soho, and that's a small venue where lots of bands went on to become greatly renowned. Is that right, Wayne? I think so. And appreciate Wayne for the little tidbit there. Juliana, hello, and everybody else out there. Oh, Blackwater, yeah. Looking forward to hearing some new Blackwater. They've got a new EP out as well. We'll get them down here on the station as well sometime soon. Okay, last one here. This is John Randall, speaking of the devil. And I recorded this actually on my telephone out at Black and Gold Tavern in September, but it's a great recording of the song called Charla. So it's Mike, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. Catch y'all next week.
Oh, when we first got to Lupus, everyone was singing songs. The hippie queen of Lupus, she was dancing and singing along. I sat right down, I had me a beer. It didn't take very long, for I was partying down in Lupus town, and then I started singing this song. I'm singing Charla, don't bother, don't too early tonight, 'cause I'm having such a good time. Oh, I wanna sing until the morning light. I'm singing Charla, don't bother, don't too early tonight, 'cause I'm gonna stay with you in Lupus tonight. Well, I looked around, 'cause I heard laughter. I thought I recognized it was Charlie and Dino and the rest of their crew, just lounging in the warm sunlight. And that's when Dino busted out the biggest joint I think I've ever seen. If I don't make it home from Lupus tonight, gonna be crashing with the hippie queen. And I'm singing Charla, don't bark the door too early tonight, 'cause I'll stumble in and pass out on the floor, then I'll sleep until the morning light. Oh yeah, Charla, don't bar the door too early tonight. I'm gonna stay with you in Lupus tonight. My head was pounding loud. I wake up on the floor with the rusty dog in the middle of the breakfast crowd. And then I swore that I would never drink again, but it didn't take very long
till I was partying down in Lupus Town, and everyone was singing this song. Oh, they're singing Charlotte, don't Bartha, Dora, too early tonight. 'Cause we all need a place that we can lay our head. Oh, then everything will be alright. I'm singing Charlotte, don't Bartha, Dora, too early tonight. I'm gonna stay with you in Lupus tonight. Yes, we all gonna stay with you in